Welcome back, Warriors, to another episode of Vigor Warriors 2. And this station is dedicated, this channel is dedicated to success and achievement and really learning the art of self-control. And we're all at different points in our journey. And obviously we talk about a lot of good things on this channel that hopefully help people. Talk about things like retention and brahmacharya and celibacy, but also focusing on things like fasting, cold showers, exercising, weightlifting, relationships, all these type of things I want to kind of focus on because they're part of overall success. We're going to talk about business success. I'm actually going to do a book review and go through chapters of Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, also one by Peter Kendler, The Fountain of Youth, and I'm going to try to also get one that was suggested by Melanie called The Coiled Serpent by Joanna von Vittula. I think that's the name. But we're going to try to do those as well. So I will put these two, but I do want to do a couple shout outs here. So in the shout outs, I want to kind of do, first of all, we've had over 100 subscribers, so I feel very blessed about that. Hopefully we're doing some good work here and helping some people. And so Bob, I think, was the 100th one, so thank you so much for that. And thank you for all the subscribers. Also, I want to give a shout out because we're getting a lot of people who are also watching the Bramhacharyavlogs. I think that's the YouTube channel. And Prince Bali, I think, is the name. And if I've got that wrong, I apologize. I don't mean to mess up people's names. But that is something that you should listen to. I'm going to also go back and put this in the links as recommended. So please view that channel because I'm sure there's a lot of great information on there as well. I'm surely not an expert on this at all. I'm just kind of giving my experiences and things that I've learned over the years that hopefully can kind of help people do better. The Shaolin Masters, also Mulligan Brothers, those are videos that you should watch. And I'll put those down the bottom as recommended types of videos as well. Those things kind of help you learn about control and the whole aspect of what a man and women should be. But I'm obviously focusing on man at this point. But the whole idea, guys, is to be stoic. And that's going to be the topic for our discussion today. And before we do that, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. The more people that we get information out to, the better. And your own experiences will be also a good model. I'm approaching, I think, 460 days, something like that, pretty soon, and it's just a tremendous type of journey. But there's people who are on day 1, there's people on day 18, and we did talk about relapse. So anytime you could get caught into a relapse, just start again. Just continue to better yourself every day, no matter how old you are. You could be 20, you could be 30, you could be like me at 60. Continue to try to do better and better and better. And I think that's kind of the key to it all. But being stoic is important. Stoicism is something that I also study a lot of. And it really is kind of the idea of denying the short-term gratification for the long-term gratification. And you want to kind of look at that as being very important. We're in a society now that everything is highly emotional, highly short-term gratification, and that's what people look into. You look at just the technology itself and how people's attention spans are so short now. I have students that it used to be, the attention span used to be 20 seconds, and now I think it's probably, what I saw was down to 7 or 8 seconds. And what happens is that a lot of people are focusing so much on technology, there's so much stimuli who are bombarding us around us, that's very difficult to focus on something for a longer period of time. Which means also people are looking at things, trying to get short-term type things. And once again, they're replacing a lot of those, longer-term type gratifications for the short term. Having a picture, losing their energy, all this kind of stuff right away, instead of looking at a relationship and waiting long term and not really kind of doing it unless you really feel a need to do it, whether it's you're going to have children or you're just giving to your better half. So the thing about it is that you need to kind of focus on a purpose, and that's where we go back to it. And Stoicism, once again, is one of those purposes and goals that people have. And just like brahmacharya, just like celibacy, those things become important from a mental, physical, and spiritual sense. And so when you look at, Stoicism, and you look at the whole idea that a person should be denying those short-term pleasures, you're looking at a long-term type of thing. Now, after a while, it becomes a habit. And I think part of it is a lifestyle that we talked about in another video, that you really want to look at this as a lifestyle. That basically, I'm going to be a high achiever. I'm going to be a warrior. I'm going to leave it all on the field, and battlefield out there, the football field, whatever field you're on, and you're going to continue to succeed and get better as you go along. And those type of things come with a foundation. And once again, the foundation is denying a lot of the short-term pleasures for the long-term pleasures. And we're not in that type of society right now. All you gotta do is look at advertising, you look at television, phones, all this kind of stuff. It's short-term. And a lot of those things, even the longevity of those things is short. You're buying new phones every so often, new video game systems every so often. Everything is focused on a short-term pleasure type of thing, and that's is what we're been told by people who want to sell products. And when you look at the health industry, you look at the movie industry, all these things, their purpose is not only to sell their product, but to get you to buy other products. And this is what advertising is about. And so when you look at this type of thing, you're really looking at trying to kind of be in control of what you're seeing. You got to be in control of what you're really looking at, and you have to be in control of yourself. And so you have to kind of make those choices to say that. Now, we all have these vampires. In my head yesterday, I had a situation where I lost my control a little bit, and you have to be careful of that all the time. And you have so much energy because I've had so much energy saved in that you have to be careful. Sometimes you're not reacting over the top on things, and that was something I did yesterday. So I have to go back and look at that and kind of correct that behavior as I go along, and those things happen. And a lot of it too, guys, if you've played sports before, I think I go back to this a little bit. When you played sports, you always have that competitive nature, and you want to be competitive, and you don't want to lose, be wrong, those type of things. And those type of things you have to control. Remember the bigger picture. Do not lose your energy, because this is going to hurt you more in the long run. And those are the kind of key things. So be strong, be stoic, be a person who's going to stand up for what you believe in, and be someone who people can look at and say, okay, I may not agree with them, but I respect their decisions. And that's a key type of thing. Now, will it put you at odds with people? Yes. I'm at odds with people all the time because of my beliefs and things that I do. I think it scares some people. I think it makes people a little bit jealous at times. I think people don't understand it, so they just kind of, poof it away, say, okay, it's not that important. But the thing about it is, guys, is that that you're on the ground that you should be. And I realize through this journey, this is what men and women should be like. And I think that's the whole key to it. All right, so once again, the lesson for today, be stoic. Be stoic, be strong, stand tall when it comes to mental, physical, and spiritual. And once again, do not let others control your behaviors. Be your own person. If you're a man, be a man. If a woman, be a strong woman. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But the idea is that you also want to be someone who is solid, foundational, knowing what you want, and knowing your energy level that you have, and keeping your energy level. And that's what makes strong people overall. Once again, I focus on the males, but females, I think not only for yourself, but also for the men in your life, realizing what you're looking for and supporting your men that you need. A lot of times we don't support, I see this a lot of females don't support their males when they're doing something like this as well. So it's important to kind of focus on that and make that as a key quality, and not always listen to what you're hearing, in the society, in the world we're in. All right, so until next time, battle on, warriors, battle on.